And now to some labor-related matters in Nigeria. In Abia State, southeast Nigeria, there's a partial compliance with the Nigeria Labour Congress warning strike on the day one in Umuahia, the state capital. Only a few workers were seen at the state secretariat loitering while the office of the head of service was shut. The state high court was also under lock and key with lawyers and those who had cases standing outside. However, the warning strike did not affect the sitting of Election Petition Tribunal at the Federal High Court in Umuahia. Also, some banks did not open fully to customers as they offered skeletal services. In the meantime, there are unconfirmed reports that the Nigeria Labour Congress has taken action against workers that failed to join the national warning strike against the removal of petrol subsidy. In a video shared on the internet, they were seen chasing and beating workers with sticks for going to work in Ondo State. The commission had announced a two-day warning strike that began today and will end tomorrow, Wednesday. That's the Congress. Well, joining us live on News Central now to discuss this is Emenike Iroegbu. He is a journalist and he joins us live from Abia State in southeast Nigeria. Emenike, thank you very much for your time.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you for bringing me live for your program today.
Right. So thank you, Emenike. This reported case of NLC officials forcefully enforcing the order in parts of the country like Abia State and Ondo State. What do you make of this, and what is the situation like in the east or Nigeria southeast, to say?
Okay, I believe you are talking about the compliance as regards the NLC two-day strike that was called a few days ago, and which is expected to start today in Abia State, in Nigeria as a whole. Yes, in Abia State as of today, what we are seeing, there is what we'll call a partial compliance to the instruction by the NLC, because today some government offices were actually closed, but some government offices were open. In fact, today I'm just coming from the Federal High Court in Umuahia today, and the court is actively open, doing its service, and even carrying out the litigation as regards the governorship tribunal held today, and the court was functional. Some banks in Umuahia today are open, while so many other banks are also not open. So I would say that it is like a partial compliance to a large extent.
What's the perception of the reaction of Nigerians to the NLC strike? Are they, in your opinion, from what you've seen, fully in support of it?
Come again, sorry?
Yeah, from what you've seen on the ground, would you say Nigerians are fully in support of the strike action embarked on by the NLC?
My device, I'm still struggling to hear you very well.
All right, we'll try one more time. Can you hear me, Emenike?
I can hear you very faintly. That's my challenge. I can't hear you very loudly.
All right. Would you say, from what you have seen, that Nigerians are fully in support of the NLC warning strike?
Okay, I get your question. Yes, I would say Nigerians are partially involved, because the NLC seems to have been, to a large extent, in the view of the people, seems to be a little bit lukewarm, and their action timeline have not been as immediate as some Nigerians, just like they have told us, would have wished for the kind of actions they expected to come from NLC. But at this point, people are still wondering if actually this strike will achieve anything or not, because they had gone for a strike also some weeks ago, which at the end of the day, there is no tangible result on ground as regards that strike. And this particular one now, a lot of people are still skeptical as what will be the outcome of that particular, warning strike. So, but then, Umuahia, just like I said earlier on, there is a partial compliance. People are seen going about their businesses. Some banks are open, some banks are not open. Some government offices were open, some were not open. So I would say there's a partial compliance. But obviously, people want a lot of succor from the hardship which they are facing as regards the removal of subsidy by the president of this of our country. People are going through a lot of challenges and they need a lot of succor, but they are yet to see anything tangible on ground that will ameliorate the challenges they are passing through at the moment. So I think there is a support for the NLC, but the NLC have to do more for people to have more confidence in them and give them more support.
Thank you very much, Emenike Iroegbu. He is a journalist and he joined us live from the southeastern part of Nigeria, precisely in Abia State.
Thank you very much.